right now, I wanted to show you that I'm making some coin rings for some customers. And I also have some things for immediate sale. If you would like, I want to show you here. This is the JFK heart pendant made from a 90% silver JFK coin. Also with a silver plated chain. This is plated with sterling silver. And this goes right on my website. You can get it for $40. It can be shipped to you next week. Also, comes with this nice little cool bag as well. Nice little gift for those who love JFK. Also have some other rings here that I will be showing throughout the live stream. But most importantly, I wanted to focus on the rings and things that I'll be making today. And majority of these rings will be made out of clad, also some silver. So if you're interested in some of the rings and stuff that I'll be making, definitely put it in the comments or go to the description. Hit me up by email at jtcoinrings@gmail.com and we can place your orders. And if we have time throughout this live stream, we can make it today. All right, so thank you guys for those who came back. The first live stream went kind of haywires, I think, because sometimes YouTube has problems with their live streams. But hey, the show must go on. I'm back, so all is good. So what I want to do now is start the process of the rings. Now I have about 15 to 20 clad coins already ready to be made rings. I have different states, Maryland, I have New York, also, what else I have here? Arkansas, we have Arizona, and one of my favorite quarters in order to make a ring, which is the actually Georgia. Definitely love the Georgia corn ring. One of my favorites. Definitely one of my favorites. So let me bring this down a little bit. Okay. So let's go ahead. Right now we're at my workstation and I'm gonna start the process. I'm gonna start off with one of my favorites. It's the Georgia ring. Good gracious. Everything about this I like. I think it's because of the two sides. You have like, what you call them, the leaves. You have Georgia smack dead in the middle. And the sayings that I like on this coin ring, it says justice, wisdom, and moderation. So I think this is a good reminder. And I'm going to use this side, which is the reverse side of the coin, which has the year. As we know, George Washington's side is the obverse. The side that I'll be showing on the coin ring will be the reverse. This is a clad coin ring, but I'm going to dip it in silver for an extra layer of protection for for the customer. And I think the extra layer of protection will it wears off. And if the customer likes, I will definitely put it back on when it wears. That's within a year, one time within a year of purchasing the ring. Not many do that, but I stand by the work and I want the customer to enjoy the coin ring for a long, long time, okay? So that's why I do it. I really want the customer to enjoy it. But this is a process that I do. I explained it in my last video, but I'll explain it again. When the coin ring starts, the process we have here, we start off with a coin. Then the second phase is we also center a perfectly round hole in the center of the coin, okay? That's the second step. The third step is the initial fold, okay? That's when you start seeing the coin turn into like a flying saucer, right? And we have a third step is the second fold. You know, my process, I do two folds, a starter fold and a full fold fold. That's Fold, fold. And this right here, now you start seeing the coin to shape like a hat. Okay, that's the third phase. And the fourth phase is you start seeing it shaped like a ring. This is when it goes around the ring stretcher. The coin starts to take the shape of a ring. And my fifth phase is the refining. That's when I shine it up. Luke Dog in the house. How you doing, my friend? Thank you for showing up. I appreciate it. Guys, if you're not following Luke Dog's house, follow him. He's one of the coin ring creators that I started off with, like, man, idolizing his work. Some of the best work in the game. Been around for a long time. Definitely love his work. Still a fan of his work and his channel. So we have here, this is the last phase that I have. It's the refining phase. It's when I shine it. It's when I take off the excess near the reeded edge. Also the cut edge. This right here is a clad coin, but you still see that it has a shine to it. For the customers who like it, I put a little coating over it, or I put it in a silver electroplating just to do a little layer, shine it back up and give it to the customer. This one has no electroplating. It's just a nice little buff shine, okay? So that's the 5 phases of the coin ring that you'll see today. And I have the first one on deck, which is the one from Georgia. Love this coin. Love this coin ring. Okay, so let me start the process. And we do that by punching. It's the punch of the set. We gotta do the punch. Okay, what I do is find my quarter punch right there. Place it in my here. Bam. Right there, nice and centered. Pretty simple process. For those who have watched my videos before, you've seen the process before. That's one thing, just you actually know exactly how this goes. But for those who just started, I like to share exactly how it goes, the 5 steps. This right here is the first step. I pick the coin. Now I'm going to punch. All right, this is a 6-ton press. Right there, voila. You got the punch. Shoo! Right there, that's how it looks. Dead smack in the center. Have this mallet here. This is a teardrop mallet. There you go. What you want to do is punch the center out. And what you have left will be perfect centered. It's a 1/2 inch. I usually like doing a little lower because I love the detail in this coin. I love the detail. But the customer wanted a thin band, almost like their wedding band, okay? And this is the center. And in the center, you'll see like the peach, you know, the peach, you know, for Georgia. As you know, the Georgia's known for the peach. I'll leave that one alone. I put that over there for a later time because I do use that to make a nice little pendant for the customer. Right here, we have our little favorite pan, and what I do is start to shave. I use this the burring tool here, and there we go. Nice and centered. What I'm doing is cleaning up that cut edge inside there. Just clean that debris. And what you'll do, you'll see a little bit of the shavings. Now, for all the silver shaving, I put inside this jar here. This right here is from Empire Precious Metals, back when he was Dr. Stormy. This is a little can of silver moonshine. So all my little silver for the last couple months, I put right in here. And later on, I melt it. But since this is Clad, the shavings don't go in there. I just leave them alone. Okay. So once I clear or clean the inside, I take a little sandpaper. It's a little sandpaper, and I go inside of it just to continue to clean it up. I appreciate everyone inside the chat came by to say hello. Hit the like button. It helps the algorithm. Leave a comment. That shows engagement. And I appreciate it all. Thank you very much. Hit that heart. Let me know that you love the content, not just today, but videos from before. But thank you, Luke Dog's House, for leaving a comment. Thanks for being in the house. I'll make sure I leave your link inside the description. I like people to go see what you do. The scams and also the coin rings. And just an all-around good guy. Okay, so the second step is now. What you want to do is you want to heat this baby up. We call it annealing. You want to anneal this coin. So this is my little brick, little fire brick here. And what I do is take my torch right here, light that baby up. Awesome. Is there still no sound? All right. I know the first live didn't have, the sound was going crazy. Sometimes YouTube do that when I use their platform and I use another phone. So apologize for that, my friends. But luckily I had another phone here so I could jump on. Okay. Okay, the sound okay? Good. All right, no problem. All right, the next step is you want to fold the coin. So you got to find one of these stabilizer dies. I have a couple here made by Jason's Works, Coin Ring USA. I just grabbed whatever I have. I couldn't afford the whole Jason Works set. It's a good set, I hear, but maybe later on in my coin ring journey, I'll get it. But this right here is from Coin Ring USA, 17 degree die. I use it as a stabilizer die. Put my coin there before I go to my initial stage. Now, because it's a quarter, I don't have to do this phase. I can go right to using a dabbing block. But I use this right here, a starter cone. Bam. Maybe it's an extra step. I don't know. But I like following the steps. It kind of helps me with the routine. Voila, you got the first flying saucer. Got that thing going on. Then the next step, you can anneal, or you should not. I want to anneal just to keep it soft. That's awesome, Luke. Man, that's awesome. But I know you've been doing coin rings so long, man, and man, your work is crazy. I remember watching you do your work on your live streams, but also some of the things that Luke Dog House does. Go check him out. This man cuts coins up into puzzles, like 100 pieces. I think he hit. I mean, he would cut these. That's one of the things I want to get. Two things I want to get from Luke Dog is his coin jars, which he created that, and also the coin puzzles. Top notch. I have to have it in my collection. And when you go check his page out, maybe one time I'll get a picture and I'll put it in my community tab. And here we go. The second phase, guys. I'm going to do my third part, which is the second fold. There we go. This is right here. Use the universal die. And the reason why I like using this, now you see that it's pressed against the universal cone. See, now it's time to go straight to my ring stretcher right over here. We got Bill Bottoms in the house. Bill, thank you so much for coming. Bill has been on the show, Coin Ring Talk, and we talked about his channel. I think the next person I got to interview Luke Dog. So Luke, look out for an email from me because I want to interview you soon. Got to have you on Coin Ring Talk. It'd definitely be an honor to have you on here. All right, guys. So I'm going straight over to the ring stretcher. Thanks for coming up, guys. I appreciate you. This ring is a pretty simple ring to make. I don't have to go through all the detail of saving it because I usually hardly lose any when it comes to making these rings here. It's not really a big ring that's being made. There we go. And what you want to do is turn it counterclockwise. There we go. Also, Bill Bottoms, he makes rings, he makes pins, and the Bill Bottoms bun. He knows about the cinnamon buns that he sells. Got to go check him out, his page. Also, he talks about a lot of stuff of vaping, the vaping world. Neophyte Stacker talks about silver and investments. Pretty intelligent dude. I love his channel as well. I got to get back over there. Here we go. So we got the ring formed. Now, as we see here, things that can happen if you overstretch. See there? This one ripped. This was a example that I did for another video. So you want to make sure that when you form the ring, is that you don't overstretch. And that's what I wanted to make sure. Now, the size of this ring, as we speak, is a 9. And the customer wants it to be like a 9 1/4. So I'm not far from it now. But what I would do is clean it up. And this ring will look like so. Just like so. So as you see that it got to shine. Now this is a Clad coin ring. But I'm going to dip it, electroplate it in silver, and see how it turned out. I did one like that and it came out pretty good. Just a little extra layer. Then I shine it up, buff it, send it out to the customer. And it's just a little layer. So what I do with these rings now, I know it's a Georgia, I place it over there. That was one ring down, guys. Now, also, what I do with these Clad rings, I make keychains. So this one here was made for a customer who just wanted a regular Clad coins with the years that their children were born. You know what I'm saying? So here we go. We got this right here. This is a keychain with the years that her children were born. Voila. I made those. I'll be giving that to a customer as well. So the second ring, guys, will be the year of, I think I'll be making in New York. One of my favorite rings as well is the New York style ring. I made one last week. The customer actually loved it because they're from New York. Boom. So I'll be doing that as well. Same thing, you want to punch. Make sure you have the right washer. It goes in there nice and tight. You got Rocky Mountain Bear. What's going on? How you doing, Rocky Mountain Bear? A long time supporter of the channel. I appreciate you coming in. Also, another coin ring maker. Appreciate you coming in. He makes some beautiful coin rings as well. You have Bill Bottoms, a coin ring maker. Luke in the house. He makes corn rings. Corn rings extraordinaire. So I'm definitely happy that I have my ring brothers inside here with me. Neophyte, also a YouTuber, makes videos on precious metals and investments. Smart guy. I feel like I learned something every time I go to his page. There we go. And next thing I want to do, as you know, get that out. I got that out. The next step is to get the punch out. Here we go. Get that punch out. That's it. Save this punch for later. This is the New York. I make that a pendant. Okay, voila. Now I put that back. I try to practice clean as you go, guys, because I can get pretty messy, especially when I'm making a lot of orders. What up, JT? Always a pleasure, my brother. Always a pleasure to see you, my friend. Thank you so much for stopping in. I appreciate it. Thank you guys for hitting that like button, coming in. Hey guys, I'm selling the Clad rings today for $15. I'm selling the silver quarter corn rings. And I'm also selling the JFK, Clad, and silver rings. You can go in the description. If you know anybody who wants one, who needs to see the video, let them know. I'm all about making their rings live, personalize it. I also do personal videos. I've done a couple of those, like people wanted to buy stuff for their grandparents. And hey, watch the process of the rings being made, which was pretty cool. I kind of personalize it, make it special for them. Put some other stuff in there. Hey, I'm not the best filmmaker, but I make it do what it do. You know, something nice, showing the process of the rings, how it's made, when it's shined. Even I went as far to take it to my friend's shop to get it certified that, hey, it is silver. So I can do a little COD. There we go. Bam. You got that there. Then we do the second fold. Let's try it without annealing and see what happens, guys. Go ahead and anneal it. We got Rocky Mountain Bear, Luke in the house. We got my friend Bill Bottoms, Neophyte. Who else stopped in? I have a small mill myself. I purchased it like a year ago, Bill, and I haven't used it much, but I'm looking forward to doing it. I bought it off of, it was eBay. I think I bought it off of eBay some years ago. $120. I wanted to get the Peppy Tools. I wanted to get the Peppy Tools one, but it was I have to wait for that one. I wanted to try this cheaper one out to see if it worked. And so far so good. It does work. Rocky Mountain Bear. Just got a sub from Luke Dog's house. There we go. So here we go. Now I'm doing the New York corn ring, guys. What you want to do, like I said, turn it counterclockwise as you stretch. Counterclockwise it. There we go. Luckily, all these coin rings today are kind of small. I don't have to use anything to reach any large rings. Even the JFK, like a size 10.5. So will it flatten stainless steel without damaging the rollers? That's a good question. Bill Bottoms is asking about the rollers. that makes wires, the rolling mills. I never use stainless steel. I never use the stainless steel ones. Okay, as we have here the silver. I'm sorry, the Clad New York coin ring. Okay, now I want to show you the difference. I have a New York coin ring here. As you see, this will look just like this one here. This is with the fire scale, all dirty and all. And this is one here when I shine it up. All right. So we got 2 orders done. Let me check the size. We have here, Luke Dog says, I have a super cheap mill under $100 and it works well for what I need. It's great for making great money on scraps. Take a silver center, maybe a pattern plate, and roll out the center for earrings. Absolutely right, Luke. You're absolutely right. I do have some center patterns as well for my mill, and I do keep a lot of my silver centers right here. So when I do want to make earrings or use it to make pendants, I can use my mill as well. So that's a good bit of advice. And you don't need to have one that's too expensive. So that's perfect. You're right. Under $100, $120, you make your money back quickly. This right here is in size 9, right where I needed it for the New York coin ring. That's done. And I do all my cleaning all at once, but I kind of do my rings like an assembly line. I make them first, make them the size, and then and only then I go back to do the cleaning at another time. Okay? Get like $15 for a pair of centers. Okay. All right, so we got that one done. Let's go for another coin ring. We have here the Frederick Douglass coin ring. It's the Frederick Douglass coin right here. One of my favorites. Going to make this one. This is the Maryland coin for 2017. All right, so we go through the same process. Majority of my orders today are quarters. I'm looking forward to making some rings as well out of some silver. I have the South African coin that I'm giving away a 1 ounce, real nice 1 ounce round with. I'm also doing a special on a coin ring. Man, this is a bad coin. It's a silver Inca coin, and what you get with this is the copper version. So this is what I'm selling as well. If you're interested, email me at jtcoinrings@gmail.com. For those who watch this video afterwards, this right here has all of the images going around it, and this is the copper version. So I'm making buy one, get this with it. So you have one size, have this the same size. Got a tandem, copper and silver, baby. You can't beat it. You can't beat that deal. So I'm looking forward to anyone who liked that deal, the ones who will watch it afterwards, let you know I can do that for you. So there we go. We got that hole punched. Okay. This right here is the Maryland coin ring with Frederick Douglass. It's going to be a size, I think, 10. There we go. So what we got now is the ring. Voila. And the center. Voila. Place that over here. So now what we want to do is clean that baby up. There we go. I wish I could help you out, Bill, but I'm not very knowledgeable of working steel like that. Are you talking about the steel mill? Yeah, I'm not really familiar with using steel. I'm sure you probably can, because I'm sure them rollers are steel. They're pretty strong. You might just got to heat it up and touch some things with some tongs, because you know if you quench the steel, it gets hardened. So Maybe that's just what you need to do, and then put that through the rolling mill. It's a little bit more manageable. All right. As we know, Frederick Douglass had come all through these parts of Maryland. He was lived in Annapolis, came a slave man, learned how to read, became an abolitionist, great orator, very famous Baltimorean. Also, we had the likes of Harriet Tubman come to these areas as well, guys. So I don't think they, I never made, this is my third or fourth. I think it's my fourth Frederick Douglass quarter. I always made my Clad, never made one out, a ring out of silver yet. Okay, so we have here, I'm going to use the obverse side, definitely showing Frederick Douglass' name. Got 8 people in the house. Thank you so much, guys, coming in. Hit the like button coming in. There we go. First initial fold. Second fold. Today I made some ice cream, guys. This is off the subject, but I'm gonna show a video of me making homemade ice cream. I had a banana, I had some dark chocolate wafers, some almond milk, coconut milk, and coconut sugar, some honey. Put it in my blender, and voila, I made me some ice cream. It's in the freezer, so they say make it for like 4 hours, and then you can serve it. Man, I can't wait for that. I'm trying my best to do a couple like healthy options, make my own stuff. I've been doing pretty good. I lost like 25 pounds, So Jtcoinrings trying to be less of a meathead and lose a little bit of weight. You know what I'm saying? And it's working out, making my own foods, and I'm loving the journey. I even tried intermittent fasting. Pretty cool. That 16 hours was pretty brutal. Next week I'll be getting back to it. Took a break, my birthday celebration. Yeah, Neophyte said bringing sexy back. Yo, Neophyte is off the hook. Yes, I put bananas, almond milk. I think I put blueberries in it too, because I love blueberries. And I'll see how it turn out. You'll see the short. You'll see the short. I made some chocolate banana last time. Man, it was so good. I was supposed to share it with my sister. She didn't get a chance. Voila, the Frederick Douglass is there. We got the 717 detector. Thank you so much for coming in. I appreciate you. I appreciate you, my man. Boom. Size 9.5. Pretty good. Let's get this a little bit more. Yeah, intermittent fasting is pretty easy after the month. Yeah, I got so accustomed to doing it. I'm like, man, the 16 hours is nothing. So I was good for 18, close to 19 hours sometime. And because I work overnight, it made it a little easier because I stopped eating around before 8 o'clock at my last meal. And I would eat again around 2 p.m. That's when I would get up. Sometimes around 12, depending. 12 afternoon, 2 p.m., and then I get ready for work again. Last time I eat my food, 3 meals prior to going, and I'll be good. But when my birthday came, then the 4th of July, I was like, you know what? I get back to it, you know, but it definitely helps. It definitely helps. Okay. Yes, 2-pack stack. You see it right here. He gave me that sticker maybe over a year ago. And before they became coining around, I believe. Yep, size 10 is what I needed. And I'll refine that, clean it up, and I'll show you guys pictures of that as well. And coin rings, that he's pretty cool. I keep it right there. Tupac also touched ground. Tupac the rapper touched down in Baltimore as well, as some may know. So that's one of my favorite hip hop artists. Tupac got around. So we got it here. Let me see if I can find another quarter. I think I'm gonna do a Maryland quarter next. All right, we have here a 1969. But let me make sure I have my. I gotta make sure I have my which kind ready, because this sometimes throws me off a little bit. There we go. I had to make sure I had my washer ready, which I don't have to worry about because I already have a hole in it. All right, so we'll do this next. Let me make sure I have my stabilizer die ready. There we go. Make sure I have that. There's nothing like fumbling for something when you're looking for it, right? We have the 1969 JFK. This one here is made from 40% silver, okay? If you would like to get a coin ring, go check the description. Prices are there. And you can email me at jtcoinrings@gmail.com, and your coin ring will be out next week. All right, so what I want to do first is a nail. There we go. A nail that. Yep, he went to, Tupac went to Baltimore School of the Arts. Yep, and a friend of mine, Sean Stinnett, who ran for a political office here in Baltimore, he went to school with him. And in the original picture that everyone sees with Jada Pinkett, who's from Baltimore, also Tupac, who wasn't born, he was born, I think, originally in New York, but stayed in Baltimore for a period of time. He went to school. And Sean Stinnett, it's the infamous picture of them near the locker. It's just that Sean is always cut out, but he has the original picture, and it showed that he was there in that picture. Sean Stinnett, Jada Pinkett, and Tupac Shakur. Yep. Ben, thanks for coming in. Another coin ring creator. Me and Ben supposed to do an interview last year sometime. Things got kind of crazy, but we're going to definitely still put that interview in. I'm going to reach out to him and hear his perspective on coin ring making as well. Wow, there we go. All right, we're going to do an initial fold. 1969 JFK. Okay, that's in. As we see that this right here, start to fold there. I almost missed it. Just saw the message. Hey man, yeah, COVID made everything nuts a couple years ago, but we'll make it happen. Thanks for joining me. I sent the message out on Instagram. Last year, my Instagram and Facebook got hacked. I had to start all over. So everyone who knows about social media, about getting your presence out there, you have to have your social media sites, you know, up and running. So rebuilding my Instagram has been crazy. Right now I'm at 540 new followers. So I would like to get back to the 3,000 plus that I had, which made it easier to post material and stuff like that. So it's a slow process, but hey, I make it do what it do. There we go. We go to the second fold. I use my trusty universal. There. Voila. That's it. Look at that fold. Bam. That's why I love this style here. Even though I would like to get the one made out of resin, not resin. I've got the material. It's called polymer, I guess. I don't know. So you won't scar up the rings. But usually I'm pretty careful with it. But see how the fold actually changed from using it from the first initial starter cone to the second universal cone. Now I nailed it again. Do my little hand trick. Delving, there you go. Thank you guys. Always good to have another coin ring creators inside the house. They also have another one made out of some type of composite that is soft and it doesn't damage your coins by scratching up the detail in the center. You know, sometimes people just put a piece of paper. They put a piece of paper there inside to protect it, and voila, they good. So the next phase now for me is to take it over to the ring stretcher. I have some paper here already. I just want to reinforce it. So I fold it there, my shop towel. And voila, there we go. Okay, I got my little screen here. This is what helps me to read the comments. All right, guys. So, guys, the ones who ring coin rings, you have Ben, you have Rocky Mountain, you have who else is here? You got Rocky Mountains. You have who else is it? Bill Bottoms. Tell me which ring you have. Luke. Luke is still in here. Tell me which ring that you like to make, which coin you like to make rings out of, U.S. coins. Let me know which one is your favorite. Let me know which one is your favorite coin to make a ring. The most difficult one for me at one time was the Benjamin Franklin. The second one that was kind of crazy for me at first was the JFK because it would always wobble. Man, I used to get so frustrated. When it started getting hard like this, guys, what I do, yeah, the Kennedy 56, yes, mine's too, Bill. What about you, Ben? What about you? What's your favorite coin, so U.S. coin to ring? I know you love making out of like Libertads, Mexican coins. I think peace dollars are my favorite. Okay. I hate you hate doing quarters. You know what quarters I hate, and I think that Midnight Joe, Jamie from Midnight Joe, helped me to understand this because she does a lot of quarters. What quarters I don't like to do is the ones from 1964, the earlier quarters, because they always get wanky. All the new quarters, like the new state quarters, them quarters are even at all times. But I think the earlier quarters, they were made inconsistent, with the high relief, the thick and thin areas of the coin, always gave me problems. Always had a wavy coin. That thing was wavy like the ocean. This right here. So Ben said peace dollars. Yeah, anything. So Ben stated, yes, good point. I don't like the worn pre-1965 ones. I don't either. It's getting a little rough here, so I got to anneal it. As we see here, yeah. Let's read what Rocky Mountain Bear says. He says, haha, remember that. My first silver coin ring was the 64 JFK, but I really like making the Walking Liberty half. The Columbian Exposition coins are fun too. I never made those. I always wanted to make that coin, so I think it looks pretty cool. I believe on the reverse side, you have the two globes. I think that's pretty awesome. I'll definitely one day make that as a coin ring. Ben told my coin, the coin shop that I go to look out for a nice coin. I want to look for a nice one to make a ring out of. Ben says, my first silver was a 1921 Morgan, and I still wear it. Is that the one you just posted recently, Ben? I remember you posted something on Instagram saying that was your first Morgan, and you took a picture of it in it. I think I seen that recently. There we go. That's good. Sometimes you got to heat this baby up to make it move, because it worked hard and so fast. There we go. Counterclockwise. And a little muscle in order to make this baby move. Every time I do this, everything on my table moves. It shakes, it vibrates. It shakes and vibrates. Now you have to be real careful. And usually around this step is what I do is I'll take some sandpaper and I go around here and smooth that edge off. As you see, it went from a JFK coin to now start forming a ring. Let's check the ring size, okay? Because this step here, turn around, look at that, boom. This thing went to almost a 12 and a half. Okay, so I'm gonna let it touch the mandrel. Then the next step will be putting it into a Swedish wrap to bring it back down to the 11 and a half that I need it to be. But I still got cleaning to do, the cut edge, also the reeded edge, and then reducing the size. Then I put it in the Swedish wrap. That's how I do it. Rocky Mountain Bear. Melvin Top, brother, how you doing? Thank you for coming in. I appreciate you, man. He said, I see you. Keep up the good work, my brother. Most definitely. I appreciate you, man, for coming in. Melvin, me and Melvin go way back. Good brother. Sonic brother. Always a good friend. Thank you for coming in, man. All right. Melvin Top. I'm going to anneal that again. Do my little magic trick. Shake, shake. Salivate Metals just came on. Talking about gold and silver. I did a video on Salivate Metals channel, silver, a couple days ago, talked about this round that I have that it's a 1 ounce, nice and chunky round of silver. Go check it out on my video. Tell me what you think. It's one of my favorite pieces. It was gifted to me by another coin ring crafter out of Canada. He happened to give it to me as a gift, and I thought it was pretty cool. I really appreciated it and have it to this day. So this right here, guys, when it's kind of thin like this, what I like to do is take some sandpaper, and I want to kind of like, you know, get those sides, you know, kind of filed down. Some use a file. I just put it on here and then just do it in a circle, sand it out, or put my hands like so and just, you know, kind of sand it out that way and kind of make it even. And I kind of examine it to see if there are any micro tears, anything that I need to be worried about as I continue to stretch the coin until the lips of the reeded edge touch the mandrel. You know, now, as you see here, I can examine it and I can start seeing the thick and thin portions of this coin as well. And that's why the JFK also, it does a lot of wobbling motions and stuff like that. I think because of the thick and thin of the relief and the detail of the coin. As we know, coins are not meant to be rings, but we kind of defy the purpose to make it a beautiful memorabilia for the customer. Let me go to the comments to read. We got Ben. Which Swedish wrap dies do you use? 7 degree or 3 degree? I have the Jason Works and Coinring USA. We have the Coinring USA. And let me see here. This is the Swedish wrap here from Coinring USA. The JF, we have the 7 degree. And yeah, I have the 7 degree Swedish wraps. Yeah, I only have one. I kind of bought mine since it's, yeah, I have the 8, I think it's 8 degree, 7 degree. I haven't bought any Morgans in over a year. I'm not even sure they're going for now. I don't even see them going for less than $40, halfway decent condition. Whoa, that's pretty expensive. I haven't bought a Morgan lately, but I've seen them as low as $24. $24. Now, I'm gonna have to check my coin store. If they went up any higher than that, the price of a coin ring would be high. Now, guys, if you would like to share it, for those who make Morgan dollar coin rings, if the price is $40 for a halfway decent one with good detail, how much would you charge for the coin ring? Based off knowing that the minimum price is $40 for the ring. If you want to share in the comments. Yeah, I missed the $14 Morgans from 2018. Yeah, that's when you wish that you bought them all, right? What? Where at? The condition are they in? They're pretty good. They're pretty good conditions. I know I could $24. I've seen it for $24. Matter of fact, I grabbed one this year, and I think I have it down here. Let me find it. I think I did a video with it, so it may be upstairs. I did a video with the $24 Morgan, a 1921, I think a 1921 Morgan. Yeah, you need a Back to the Future card. Most definitely, if you're going to get the deals of $18, a $14 Morgan, Most definitely. The profit off the ring would be awesome. So what I'm doing now is just sanding that area out a little bit, making sure that I don't have any rips or tears, which I don't, which I'm pretty happy about. And just doing it on both sides. And everything looks good. Doesn't look like it's about to rip. This is like I said, a 40% silver JFK $1/2, 1969. You want to nail it. The Saint, how you doing? Thanks for coming in. Appreciate it. You see the fire? Yes. Ben, you asked a question about the Swedish wrap. Which Swedish wrap degree do you have? Do you have the 7 degree Swedish wrap? There we go. See about the roll. Let's go ahead and get this thing back on here. I gotta stretch it out a little bit more. Needed to be kind of straightened out. Sometimes people put this in Swedish wrap off the back. I didn't like the way it turned out last time I made one. There we go. There we go. Counterclockwise and stretch. This turned out pretty good. No wobbles. A little bit of waviness. A little bit of waviness inside of this area here. But once I put that through the Swedish wrap, it should kind of even out. Nothing to worry about. I have a 7 degree. I had an entire 3 degree set from Neil Pippett, but never used it, so I sold it to Kevin. Okay. Yeah, he had the one that kind of, I remember Neil Pippett, that was the one, I think, in United Kingdom. He was in Great Britain, I think. And he made the whole set that kind of made the straight wall system. Is that the same person, Ben? So Ben Rainford, your set was made by Legacy? Okay. Yeah, Legacy has some good coin ring tools as well. I have some Legacy stuff here as well that I bought over the years. I guess I kind of buy those that I can afford until I'm able to get what I really want. Okay, as we see here, there we go. This is the JFK. Yeah, Neil is in the UK. The straight wall system, right? I remember when that was out, man. People loved it. And that, man, it changed the game on how coin rings were being made, in my opinion, because we was always used to the flat tire or the cone shape. This right here is made from a 1964 JFK $1/2. This is my heart pendant with a silver chain. This chain here is sterling silver, plated. You'll find this on my website. I got a couple of them made, $40. It comes with I Love JFK bag. Also, you'll get a jewelry cleaner. It comes with it as well, okay? Voila. So for those interested, after watching this video, it will be in the description as well. Go to the link. Okay, commercial break over. Okay, then the next one we have here is that I want to use my Swedish wrap. So what I want to do is to anneal this. That 40% silver. And for the 40% silver ones, I'll also do a silver electroplating on it as well. So, because you know this has copper in it, and I like to give it that silver, and I shine it up to you. And if you would like, once purchasing this, I can also, up to 1 year, you can send it back and I'll electroplate it. All you have to do is pay for shipping and handling, okay? So the next step I want to do is use my favorite tape, which is Monsters tape. This is not, this show is not sponsored by Monster Tape, but Monster Tape. I'll put you also in the description below. Also, I'll make sure I tag you. If you want to sponsor JT Coin Rings and send me a box of this, I would love it. Yes, Ben said Monster Tape. I love Monster Tape. Hey, I have to do a shameless plug. If Monster Tape would love to sponsor one of my live streams and send me a box of Monster Tape, oh man, I would love it. I think that every coin ring creator should have it. Now, I've been working and talking to coin ring crafters who use shop tiles. They use black electric tape. So many people use other things, you know. Jimmy Lasari, how you feeling? Appreciate you coming in. I'm doing fantastic. Thank you so much for joining me. Thanks for being in the house. I appreciate you. Always your presence. Always your support to the channel. Jimmy Lasari. We have Rocky Mountain Bear. We have Ben Ranford. We have Luke in the house. We have Neophyte Stacker. Who else we have here? Let's give everybody a love. Go back. We got the Saint. Is still in the house. What else we got here? We got Melvin Top. Bill Bottoms is in the house. Who else made a comment that I can rock from? I know. Oh, here we go. The 717 Detectives in the house as well. Thank you all for coming. Make sure everyone check out each other's channel. Make sure y'all check each other's channel out. Talk about what's the new content that came out this week so we can go support, get those numbers up, get those watch hours up. Super thanks, whatever you have to do in order to support content creators here on YouTube. But Monster Tape is what I use. The next thing that I do is my coconut oil. Every time I think about the coconut oil, I think about my friend, Michael M. He always commented, like, JT, you and this coconut oil. He was always talking about when I did Silver Talk with Eli. That's my buddy. Me and Eli did Silver Talk together. And he would always talk about, oh man, JT, your forehead is so shiny. And I said, man, thanks to the coconut oil. Ayo, foul sounds. It's Jimmy freaking Lasari. Hey, brother. I'm doing well. It's like team, scrapping, hoarding, tinkering, fun. That's my brother. He came down to visit me in Baltimore. That's my brother. Came down. It was a tough time, just going through a divorce and everything. But he came down and chilled out with me and everything. Definitely tinkering fun, scrapping, hoarding, tinkering fun for president. Definitely a good brother. He definitely came down and cheered me up. There we go. All right. So what I want to do now is push this coin ring down the Swedish wrap. It's wrapped up in Monster Tape. That saves the detail. Okay. All right, that's in. Got to be careful at this point because anyone who knows if it's uneven, oh man, you're going to have a wobbly coin. All that work. So what I do, that I pushed it down this way. You can continue to push it down, right? I turn it around. Now tell me if you do the same thing, guys. I turn mine around because I got to the size I want. So I want to kind of even it out, the reeded edge. I want to bring it in. So I turn mine around while it's in the Swedish wrap, and I press it down again, okay? I was only one size away, and then I wind up cleaning it up. So that's what I usually do. And there we go. What I do is now I start to press it. That's it. Okay. Now, as you see, the tape turns a dark blue. That means that pressure of the walls of the sweetened wrap was pressing against it as it was going down further and further the tube. Now I take it off because that was used to protect the detail that I wanted to keep on the coin. Okay, so as you see now, the coin walls are kind of even and turned out to be pretty good. Now we see that it's dark. Of course, it's dark because, you know, that's the fire scale and all the other stuff that's added onto this coin. But since this coin is the only JFK coin that I'm doing today, okay, this is the only one I'm doing today, I can do the process of what I would usually do, So what I do is clean the insides. All right, so I take my deburring tool. Yes, this is a plumbing tool. Coin ring creators use a deburring tool. You go there, you clean that inside out. There we go. Then you got all other shavings. Let me show you that shavings. This is what I'm talking about. That's the silver shavings. Okay. I usually give that to the customer as well. Then I turn it around to the cut edge and do the same thing. Nice and smooth. You want to be careful when you use this deburring tool. The first time I used this one, man, I cut my finger. I almost took a chunk out because I wasn't paying attention. You want to pay attention. Don't get too excited because this thing will slip. Next thing you know, you walking around with half a finger. But what you want to do is take some sandpaper and then you want to go inside of this as well. Smooth it out. And I take different grits. I start at 320 and I go all the way to 3000. This is at the refining age. And this is more than that. So let me see here. And that's one thing I didn't do is keep. There we go. You got some paper, sandpaper there. So what I do is take anywhere from 320, 400, and all I do is put my finger there. Now I also use my tools. I have my other tools that's kind of sand and clean it, but for the sake of the video and to set up the sound, I'm not doing all that today because I'm going to refine this later. And I'll put pictures up on my community board of all the rings I create today. Okay, and what I do here is take a little, just a little something there. Now I will take the 5 scale off more, but just wanted to show you with a little patina that we clean it, we can add a little sulfur, and that could make the ring show the great detail as well. This right here is just a little jewelry cloth. Sometimes I like that to show the darkness of the ring because it shows the detail, it shows the date and all, you know. And such a beautiful ring once it's shaped and shined and everything. It shows enough detail. Look at that. There we go. So let's see what Rocky Mountain says. He said this is how he broke his hand. Sorry to hear that, my friend. The steel bench block I was using as a plate had a catastrophic failure. Oh, my hand pulling the lever went flying into something hard and sharp in the press and snap. Good gracious. Man, working around the bench, working these tools, man. Good gracious. These things can happen. So this right here is 1969 JFK coin ring. Now I do still have to reduce this side here. So let's do that. I cleaned the inside and I still have a lot more refining, guys. Please don't judge it right now by what you see, because I do put some more work into it. But here, I use my plate, if I can find it. Let's see if I can find it. If not, that's what I told myself I would not do. Look for stuff while I'm on live, because everything I need, it should be close to me. But I broke that rule. Okay, so let's see here. All right, so what I do is put this 25-degree die. It should also have a 17-degree die that I could use. That's 25-degree. This right here is 17-degree. And I also have the the Peppy tools. There we go. It was right in front of my face, guys. This right here is the plate made from Peppy tools. Unfortunately, it didn't fit my China version of my ring stretcher. So, also on my coin ring wish list is the Peppy tools ring stretcher. So what I do is just use this Peppy lube. A couple of years ago, Peppy Tools gave me one of their tools. I did a review on it. Thought it was pretty cool. They sent it out to me and allowed me to have it. And then I just built a relationship with Peppy over the years. They allowed me to go on their platform to make a coin ring, which I thought was pretty cool. And I always appreciate Peppy Tools for helping me out, giving me their platform, sending me a gift, allowing me to do a review. For a small coin ring creator, that was pretty dope. Okay, so what you want to do is make sure that it's even, because you don't want that coin ring to move around, good gracious, and get wobbly. You did all that work to get wobbly. You don't want that. So there we go. I'm going to stretch it in. Boom. I put that pressure on the ring right over here. There we go. Right there. Right here. Then I release it. Now that I got that one side done, I take it off. I reduce that edge. Now I want to reduce that cut edge. So I'm going to take some more of that Peppy tube or that Peppy lube right here. Place that like that. Okay. And then you want to go here. Like that. And go. Do I have my jack secured? No. It's in there. It never gave me any problems. Don't scare me, man. He says, do you have the jack secured on the 6-time press? Always hear the horror stories about the jack slipping. Whoa. No, I never had a problem with my jack, but now you got me scared. Thanks, Ben. Appreciate it, my friend. Thank you. I appreciate it, Ben. Now you're going to have me feel like with the final destination when I'm doing my coin rings. I don't want no damaging, no injuries. I did have a couple mishaps, not with this though, since I'm pressed. With my torch, oh my gosh, I remember my torch. It went haywire on me. I had to go buy a new attachment head, a torch head. Oh my goodness. It would not go off. I thought the house was gonna blow up. Man, you talking about somebody who was scared. Turned out pretty good, guys. Look at that. Now, of course, I'm going to have to shine it up, but I got a lot of more process before I put any solutions on it. Like I use flits. This is what I use. I use flits. I also use mothers. And I shine it up after I steam clean it, clean it all off. Then I put the shine on it, or I put the patina. But I'm kind of feeling this natural patina from that as well. And it look, it's shaped pretty good, guys. Shaped pretty good. Look at that. Shaped pretty good. And it fits like a glove. Voila. And remember, this is 40% silver. If it's good with my fat hands. Let's see the exact size. Okay, it's right where I needed. 11.5. That's where I needed to bring it. 11.5. Thanks, Ben. He said, okay, he said, let me see what he told me about the 6-ton press. He said, sorry, dude. People often put a C-clamp on those jacks. Good idea. And C-clamps are very inexpensive. It could save me a gash on my head, so I'm definitely going to get it now. Thanks, Ben. Want to make sure I have no injuries. Okay, guys. So we right have here a 1969 JFK. We had a couple quarters that were made as well, which will be cleaned. So let's go through the process of cleaning those two. I still have a lot to do with these. So 3 rings, one fell out my hand. 3 rings that I made. You have the New York, the Maryland, and we had the Frederick Douglass. Those will be cleaned up and also pictures will be taken. All right, let's talk about some rings that I have here that are for sale. We have here the emoji ring, have all the emojis on it. This is 0.99 fine silver. Okay, a nice chunky ring. We also have here the Chinese Zodiac ring, have all of the animals of the Zodiac here. This ring is also for sale. Okay. Along with this ring, you get this silver chain, okay, and also the center portion of that ring. Okay, you get that along with this, okay? Can't beat that. All right, that's all silver. This silver chain is not silver plated. Nice, it's called a wheat rope. And you also go with this nice chain. Now, if you would like to get all 3, we have a smaller version of the Chinese Zodiac for those who like wearing more than 1 ring, from real players who like to wear more than 1 ring. You got a one with a smaller one, can be your pinky ring. Or the days you just want to wear the big and chunky with your jeans and stuff. A nice conversation piece. And you always have your chain that has the years that the smaller one doesn't have. Okay? But it'd be a nice little pendant that I've domed. Okay? So that comes with that. So we have also one of my favorite is the Badland. This right here is actually skulls going around in a nice patina, nice chunky ring made out of the Badlands round. Awesome. You can check that out as well. This is for sale. And I don't know how many people have seen the Pac-Man coin ring. This one right here is made from the 2020 Pac-Man coin. One of my favorites. You have Pac-Man and the ghost around the rim. Okay? Actually one of my favorites. So these rings are definitely for sale. Also, the rings I made today are for customers, but you also have a list of all of the rings and the prices inside the description based off this video. Prices are different on my website. You email me at jtcoinrings@gmail.com. You tell me your ring size based off this video, the name of the video, I give you that price, okay? But if you go to the website, you may see a different one. But based off this video, you watch the video, you go to the description, voila. Thank you for watching. And that's my backs for other those who don't make coin rings, because I got a whole bunch of coin ring creators today. But for those who don't make coin rings, who look to buy a ring for themselves or a loved one, hit me up at jtcoinrings@gmail.com. Check out all the cool people inside the chat. Make sure you like their channel. Go to their Instagram. Ben Redford, his Instagram is AsmaGeek on Instagram. You have Neophyte Stacker. You'll find him on YouTube. You have Mountain Bear, Rocky Mountain Bear. He's on YouTube. Bill Bottoms, Luke Doghouse. All of the YouTube channels, go support. Tell them JT sent you. I appreciate you spending an hour and 30, almost an hour and 40 minutes with me. I appreciate you. Thank you for all the comments. Thank you for your time. I will see you on my next live stream. Take care, guys, and peace out.